When it was first announced during February's Nintendo Direct, Knockout City's reveal trailer didn't really interest me. Last weekend, developer Velan Studios held a cross-play beta for the game, and it turns out the game is far more fun and interesting than that first reveal made the game out to be. I initially planned to play for just an hour or two, but quickly found myself obsessed with this game for the entire weekend. Knockout City is a competitive, team-based multiplayer dodgeball game that's easy to pick up and play, but filled with a surprising amount of depth. Going through the tutorial missions teaches you the ins and outs of the game, and while everything seems straightforward on paper, it's only when you get into a match and put these lessons into practice that the game's true potential starts to shine. It all starts simple enough with the different types of throws at your disposal. There's your basic normal throw, but there's also a curved throw or a lob throw, with each one having their own individual uses. You might be locked onto a target that's behind a wall, so instead of stepping into their line of sight and potentially getting hit, you could throw a curve shot around the wall and hit them without getting in harm's way. Someone could be on a higher level than you, so you throw a lob shot that arcs right up to them and takes them out. Though I tended to gravitate towards the curved shot, I still found myself mixing up the throws I was doing when going head to head against an opponent to try and hit them with something they wouldn't expect. While throwing is an important piece of the puzzle, catching is just as important and adds another level of depth. The act of catching is easy enough, but gets more complicated when you factor in perfect catches that power up the ball and make the return throw even faster. Nailing a perfect catch and sending it back at someone who may not be prepared for it always feels great to pull off.
Gold team needs one more point to win the match.
Things get deeper with the introduction of special balls, a unique type of ball that's randomly chosen each match, drastically affecting the way a match plays out in dynamic and exciting ways. In every match, I was constantly on the lookout for these game-changing balls, and trying to take advantage of them the best I could. My personal favorite was the jail ball. It locks whoever it hits into a ball form that it can't break out of for a brief period of time, offering a chance at an easy KO by throwing them off the mat. It's important to remember that Knockout City is a team-based game, so working with your teammates is crucial. Passing to your teammates is quick and automatically charges up the ball for them. What's even better, though, is using each other as balls. If you can't find a ball lying around, just grab a teammate, or let a teammate grab you, and toss them at an opponent for a one-hit KO, or send them flying high in the sky for an explosive landing that eliminates anyone in range. This is a technique that I admittedly didn't use much, but whenever I did, it was always worth it. Once you're actually in matches and having to make use of each of these different mechanics, the game starts to become real intense and thrilling. Every match, I would find myself on the edge of my seat, trying as hard as possible to be smart and outplay my opponents while also staying alive and working with my team whenever possible.
Gold team wins.
Voice chat would definitely make pulling off smart team plays much easier, but in my time with the game, no one used it. While the game works just fine without teammates chatting directly with each other, and your character has voice lines you can use for certain callouts, it's not quite the same as being in constant communication with your team. When it comes to the maps, they're all pretty well designed. They each have their own identity, as well as some sort of gimmick that allows them to come with different strategies. One map takes place on two rooftops that you can travel between using a bridge, or by taking advantage of the rising wind to quickly glide across. Another takes place in a complex back alley that features tubes you can use to zip to a different spot on the map in seconds. Learning the maps and how best to play on them is all part of the fun and challenge of Knockout City. The beta consisted of 3 game modes: Team KO, which is your standard 3v3 match, Face Off for 1v1 matches, and Diamond Dash, which tasks you with collecting the diamonds that opponents drop when you KO them. I spent a good amount of time in each playlist, and they all put your skills to the test in different ways. Character customization is also here, with you being able to change your character's look and outfit with items unlocked through either the in-game store or by increasing your street rank, the game's equivalent of a battle pass. There are 100 ranks, and the items you unlock as you progress are randomized, but everyone ultimately unlocks the same things. Some items in the store are purchasable using premium currency that you get with real-world money, but everything is purely cosmetic and doesn't give you an advantage over others. I like the different items that I unlocked for my character, so I'm excited to see what other items there are in the full game for me to make my character my own. Street rank progression seemed well paced during my time with the game. Any XP earned from matches and completing challenges goes directly towards your street rank progression, so it's possible to get through multiple levels at a time if you have a good match and complete multiple challenges at once. One key point to mention is that everything that was in the beta is just some of the content that will be in the final game. When it comes out next month, there will be more maps, special balls, and a ranked mode for the more competitive players out there. Knockout City greatly impressed me with this brief taste of the game. The game is consistently fun to play, with matches that are exciting and had me eager to do just one more, over and over again. It's also nice to have a team-based multiplayer game that's a bit more relaxed than a lot of the ones that are out. Velan Studios has a secret hit on their hands here, and I can't wait to play it some more next month.